So I was broke for a long time and it really sucked. All right, it was not fun. In 2019, basically, this is where my real journey started. I founded a fitness coaching company online. It was really tough. I remember first like 4 months or so, we were like working towards this launch date. Or I don't know what we were really doing. We were like prepping stuff, building a website, like figuring out a business plan. I don't know what we were doing, but we were working somehow. Me and my business partner. And so we work really hard and we get ready for this, official launch. I think the launch was just like we were making the website live. Like it was something stupid. You don't realize it, but basically we made it live and like we magically expected people to find our website and like, pay us money somehow. Like I don't know what we were expecting. I didn't understand like anything about traffic or lead generation. But we did that, launch date comes and, to our surprise, nothing happens. No clients, no customers, come out of the woodworks to find us. From that point, like, oh shoot, well, okay, let's figure out how to get clients. We started just like researching online, YouTube and all this stuff. How do we get clients? And we tried a whole bunch of different stuff, ended up like landing like just a few sales calls every month. And eventually, a few months down the line more, we finally get someone to say yes. All right, his name was Tuffy, I remember this. And he signed up for our $69 a month program. All right, and this was like crazy to us, $69, we're gonna be rich, right? So he signs up, my business partner calls me, he gives me the news like, oh, he just signed up, he just paid, like this is our first client, let's go. Like it's really happening. And I get this call, I'm so excited, I'm like, fist pumping, I'm like, yes, let's go. It's happening, And it felt amazing because we worked really hard to finally get to this big win of like, this is really possible. Next morning comes around, I get this text. It's from my business partner. He says, hey, Tuffy called me, he just canceled and I just refunded him. And I see this, I'm just like, I remember walking to my bathroom and collapsed on the floor. And I'm just like contemplating life. I'm feeling down in the dumps right here. I'm just like, what? We worked so hard, finally had a client, now he's refunding. Like, is this even worth it? Like, is this online business thing even real? Like, what am I doing with my life? I sit there for like 5 minutes just contemplating everything going on. And that right there, that is the game of entrepreneurship. Like you work really hard, you get this win, and then boom, sucker punched in the face again. I get up, I make this decision, well, like, this is really my only option. Like, I have to make this work. I have to make this work. I must. All right, because like, for me, like, I looked around at the typical path, going to college, 9 to 5. It was just like disgusting to me. I hated it. I didn't want to be average. It was the worst possible outcome for me. It was like worse than death. That's just where my mind was. So like, no, I need to make this work. And I'm in college at the time. I'm going to FSU while I'm trying to build this business and make it work. And so I decide, no, like this is the only option. So I get up and I'm like, all right, let's work. Let's just keep on going until it does work. We're gonna work until it happens, regardless, period. So I get up, I go back, keep on working. And there's many times where I didn't feel motivated, where I didn't want to work, but I just did it anyways because it was the only option. Flash forward, 16 months go by, still profited $0. Like literally almost a year and a half, taking home $0 from the business. And of course, like at this point, everyone around me, family, friends, they all think I'm crazy. Like, what's this like hobby you're doing? Like, oh, well, like keep working on your business, Ray. I remember my uncle made this comment of like, something like, that's not a business, it's a hobby. And this one like it pissed me off. And the reason it pissed me off because it was true, it was 100% factual. Like I had not taken home a single dollar. So of course, like this is not a real business. There's nothing to show for it. 16 months with nothing on the scoreboard. And so I'm just like pissed, sitting in my room. I'm like, I need to make this work. I need to figure this out. Like this is it right here. And so I'm on Twitter, I think I'm scrolling out. I found someone who I was following, basically like offered, to help grow your business, basically. And I kind of knew him, I didn't really know him too much, but I ended up messaging him, on a call, and, buying his thing, basically. We were gonna work together. He was gonna help us out. Based my whole bank account on this, so it was pretty scary, like this online guru dude, pretty skeptical, but thankfully, it ended up working out. Flash forward, and I remember getting like the first what I thought was a higher ticket deal was $997. See the Stripe invoice come in, I'm like, holy crap, like, we made it. Like, this is real, this is really happening right now. This is really happening right now. I remember driving my Honda Civic, I was blasting music, I was so excited. Because when this happened, when you make it like your first real dollar online, and it goes in your bank account, like it's real, it's legitimate, like at this point, I don't think you can go back. For me, I can't, because that's like indisputable evidence, indisputable proof of this is really possible. This thing I've been working so hard for like a little bit over 2 years at this point, it's finally happening. It's real. And so when you see that undeniable proof, I made $1,000. You think, okay, why can't I make 5,000? Why can't I make 10,000? All right, and these possibilities start to come to your mind because you have indisputable evidence now. And so this is the point you need to get to in your business as soon as possible. Making your first dollar online, making your first $1,000 online. Because at that point, like you can't go back because it's possible. It's possible now. You know for a fact. It's not just people on the internet who are saying these things and all these lifestyles. Like it's real to you. It's happening. And so at this point, I ended up just like continue to reinvest in the business, into mentorships, programs, and also reinvesting more of my time and attention and energy. All right, once I hit about 10K a month in business, I dropped out of college so I could focus full time on the business. This was the thing I was doing, and the business grew more and more and more and more, to the point where we're at today. We have 2 businesses, both doing quite well, and we're just continuing to grow. So I mean, the big lesson, I guess, these takeaways from me sharing this story with you is it's gonna suck. You're gonna get sucker punched in the face time and time and time again. But get to that point where you have that belief. Get to that point where it's indisputable, this thing can work. Because once you get there, you will keep on going. Like you will, because you know for a fact it's possible. So do everything in your power to get that point. And so therefore, like for a fact you're gonna keep on going because it is possible. You just made your first $1,000, $5,000 online. Like, okay, why can't I 10x this? All right. So keep on going. If you're a coach and you want to work one-on-one to launch or scale your coaching business, click the link below. I have an offer for you. If not, no worries. You're amazing. You're a legend. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.